The SSC CGL Tier 1 live mock has been conducted on the Oliveboard platform, and I'm here to discuss the logical reasoning section with you in detail. So let's quickly start without wasting a single second. The very first question here is from coded inequality, right? Now, in this set is usually not very common in SSC CGL, coded inequality. We haven't seen questions, but generally we can handle it very quickly, very easily. It's not a very big problem. So just quickly replace the symbols here, the codes here. So at the rate is greater than equal to, percent is equal to, and hash is greater than. And we are looking for T ampersand E, so that is less than, and R $Q, that is less than equal to. Okay, so quickly check between T and E. If we see E equal to R greater than T. So E is greater than T, that is T is less than E, is correct. R is less than equal to Q. It's visible from here only. Q is greater than equal to R, that means R is less than equal to Q. So both conclusions 1 and 2 follow. Option A is the absolute correct answer here. And 53 seconds. Okay, we can be quicker here actually. Right, the next one. The Jodhpur orientation program was held 9 days before the Udaipur orientation program. See, I have a way with which you can do it faster, but I usually try it with a very different method, and today in another session of mine, I just, it was taking a lot of time. Let me try it like that. So Jodhpur is 9 days before Udaipur. So Jodhpur will have 8 days in between, right? And Udaipur. That's how it's going to happen. Bikaner is 5 days after Jodhpur. So this is where I was going wrong. Jodhpur 4 days, then Bikaner is 5 days after. And there were how many days here? 8 days in between. So 5 are already there, so 3. Yes, now I get to know where I was going wrong. Correct. This is how the situation is looking like. And Ajmer is 8 days before the Bikaner orientation. So 8 days before Bikaner. So we already have 5 days here. 8 days means we'll have 2 more days here because we need 7, and this is Ajmer. So if Udaipur is on 3rd January, on what date is the Ajmer orientation program held? So basically we are just coming back all these days. How many days? 2, 4, 6, 3, 9 and 2. 11, and this 1 day extra will be added, 12th. So we are just subtracting 12 from 3rd January. This is one approach, but this is actually very time consuming. The only idea which you need to take here is whatever days are given, just subtract 1 and put them in between. Like if I have an exam on Monday and another person has an exam 6 days later. So basically Monday and that 6 days later will have 5 days in between. That is what I'm doing here. But rather than that, a better method is I'll straight away consider these numbers. So Jodhpur is 9 days before Udaipur. Udaipur minus 9 equal to Jodhpur. Bikaner is 5 days after Jodhpur. So Jodhpur plus 5. Jodhpur plus 5 means I'll add 5 at both the ends. So that means Udaipur minus 4 now. Udaipur minus 4 is Bikaner. Okay. And Ajmer is held 8 days before Bikaner. So Bikaner minus 8. So this is minus 8. So Udaipur minus 12 is equal to Ajmer. It's that simple. Udaipur is on 3rd January. So you just have to subtract 12 days. 3rd January minus 3 will give you 31st December. And further 9. 31st minus 9 is 22nd December. Option A has to be the correct answer. So this is a better approach, right? So this is how you can go ahead with this. That makes things very easy. 67 seconds, more than a minute. Okay. Next. Students of a senior secondary school have performed poorly in mathematics in the annual examination. The courses of action are: the mathematics paper should be removed from the curriculum from the next session. Of course not. And the school canteen should be expanded. It's worthless. So neither follow. Option D, 20 seconds. Absolutely easy. Next. A club reserves leadership workshops only for members from elite postal zones. Which inference reasonably follows here? So members outside those zones lack leadership ability. This is something which I am assuming. The author is not trying to point there. Access is being limited on the basis of area. This is clearly visible. That's what they are trying to say, that elite postal zones. Postal zones means it belongs to a particular post office. The postal zip codes, the pin codes which we use in a country. Okay, so based on that, the postal zones are developed, and based on these elite postal zones, they are only reserving leadership workshops for them. So we can see that access is being limited on the basis of area. Option B is the correct answer. 29 seconds. Next. 193 is represented as 279, 348 as 434, 526 as 612, and how at 287 be represented. If you observe it very carefully, this is just like an analogy question. We have just written it in the form of a language in a sentence. But this analogy, if you check the difference, it's 86 units here. 86 units here, 86 units here. So if we just add 86 here, 7 plus 6 is 3. 3 at the unit digit is only here. So option C is the correct answer. Option C, 28 seconds. Next. The Civil Aviation Regulator directed all airlines to display the total payable fare, including convenience charges, before a passenger confirms the booking. Inferences are airlines had been deliberately misleading passengers in every booking made earlier. Now, a lot of people, especially naive students who are just starting to approach critical reasoning, they end up marking option A as correct. I mean, option both as correct, one as correct, inference. Remember, this is your personal opinion. The author in the statement is not hinting towards it. If it's a statement-based question, you have to strictly stick to what is being written in the statement without assuming what happens with you in the real life. In a real life, a lot of people, if they're booking an airplane ticket, let's say, the ticket actual cost visible is 6,000 rupees. You are very elated, very excited. Oh, I'm getting probably a good amount ticket, a cheaper ticket now. And then while you end up paying it till the end, you add a seat, you make some extra, there is some booking, there's something, there's some convenience fees, and everything ends up taxes, etc. ends up winding the cost, taking it to 10,000 plus for you. So a lot of people have gone through this and they end up feeling that we are being cheated by the airlines. And that feeling is poured down here, which precisely you don't have to do. You don't have to get emotionally attached to the question, and please stay away from expressing your personal opinions or imposing your personal opinions on the particular question. It has to be limited to what the statement is trying to say. The statement is only telling us that the Civil Aviation Authority has directed all airlines to display this. What is the reason? Why are they doing this? We are not interested because it's not mentioned. Second one says passengers will know the full amount payable before confirming the booking. Of course, so only 2 follows is the absolute clear answer here. There's no rocket science about it. 28 seconds. Next. If she did score it as this, what is the code for brick? If you observe the letters carefully, they are just reverse place values. S is 8, H is 19, E is 22, 22 and T is 7. So for here, we'll first look for a letter which is absolutely unique in all the 4 options. It's not there. So now we'll have to check for the first 2-3 letters. So we see 25, 9 and 18. 25, 9, 18 as a combination is only available in option D. So option D becomes my correct answer. Alright, 29 seconds. Next. In the following coded entries, all members of group A follow the same pattern: 127P150, 143P166 and 206P229. So which of the following follows the same pattern? See what can be the logic. Just check these numbers. You can see 23 is being added here, 23 here and 23 here. Now if you look at the unit digits, 1 plus 3 is not 2, 2 plus 3 is not 0, 4 plus 3 is 7 and 8 plus 3 is not 0. So option C is the only possible answer. Option C is the correct answer. Okay, 28 seconds. Next. Using all the letters of U, C, E, Q, A, R, L, choose the correct word. Correct word means meaningful word. If you look at the options, there is only one word which has some meaning attached to it. Others are all gibberish. Now, when I look at option B, lacquer. Lacquer is like a thick coat of varnish after a paint is done. So usually when a paint is done, to give that glossy touch to it, to give that shine and to also protect the covering, we use a thin or coat of lacquer which gives a lustrous look and it's very transparent. So that is known as lacquer, and this is a meaningful word. Now this is very easy because this is the only meaningful word. So you can select option B without any problem. But there is another variation here where they will give you a set of letters and all 4 options will be forming meaningful words. But only one of them will be accurately using all the letters. The others will either be skipping some letters or will be using some extra letters instead of them. And that is how you will eliminate them. So that's a possibility, and that can be slightly difficult version or tricky version of this particular question. Lacquer, option B is the right answer. 24 seconds. Next. Which word cannot be formed using the letters of the word authentication? If you quickly look at this, teach can be formed, nation can be formed. Catch cannot be formed because of 2 C's. Tuning can be formed. So option C is the right answer. Because there is no one single letter which is absent. So we'll have to check all of them. This is word-based matrix question, 11th question. I'm just removing the question number. So code this corresponds to which word? It's always labeled as row, comma, column. Row first, column next. Now, always look at vertically. First letter is P. Please don't waste your time looking for P now. Now, technically, you can skip the second letter also because it is mostly going to be A. But if you skip that, you will end up finding TH and TH here and you'll end up getting confused because then you'll have to end up checking the second one also. So it's better that you check the second one. So second is 0,4. 0,4 is A. That means this is wrong. And now the third one will give you the answer. 4,1 is T, which is only here. So option C is the correct answer. So the word being spoken of is path. 23 seconds. Next. Okay. If @ is multiplication, dollar is division, hash is addition, and this is subtraction. What is the answer? If you divide this, this is 9. You multiply this, this is 200, 210 and 14, 224, 58. 4 plus 9, 13 minus 8, 5. 5 with unit digit, so these two cannot be my answers. And if I clearly check them, this is 233 minus 58. So the answer ends up to be 275, option C. Okay, 39 seconds. Next. In the sentence, ancient maple rivers glide beyond coral lamps. If the third letter of every second word is written in order, what word is formed? Now, every second word, third letter. So, P, I, R, option A. But sometimes, there is one more method with which you can save, let's say, 2 seconds, not more than that. If you look at all the letters vertically, you will find that the last letter is different everywhere. R, E, O, L. Now, they are saying every second word. So, 1, 2 and 3. These are the only 3 words which will be used. The last one, if you check, is R. So, option A will be the right answer. But that's not going to be very helpful. And it's very conditional. You may or may not get such options. Okay. So, hence, I don't want to go with that method. 23 seconds and your answer is there. Option 4. Oh, this is actually a good question. Okay. We need to complete the sequence. But if you look at this, no vertical help here available. If you look at this, there is no basic repeat pattern which we can establish. Okay. If you count the number of letters, they are 16 with, including the blanks. So we can have 2 possibilities, 4 into 4, a rare possibility of 8 into 2. Okay, 8 letters, single block repeated twice. But mostly we don't consider this, we consider this. So based on that, we'll divide it into sections of 4. So 4, 4, 4. But this clearly shows that there is no established repeat pattern. Probably it's an 8 into 2. Okay. Now, how do we actually solve this question? There is one approach which we call it like, I don't want to call it a trick. It's not a trick. It's not an established faction. It's only going to help you with, in certain cases, conditionally when the options are such. We often used to use this to predict options in letter series, etc. But I think we used to do that 10, 15, 20 years back when the question set, or not 20 of course, 10, 15 years back when the question set was very predictable. But nowadays it's quite different. Okay. So we'll still try that. I'm just showing this method to you so that it can be helpful. You look at the options vertically, you see C, C and C. There are 3 positions with C. So the first letter, most of the chances are of it being C. Second letter, if you see B, 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 3 places there are B. So second letter, most probably it is B. Third letter, if you see C, B, C, A, again 2 places with C. So there are good chance of third one being C. And this shows that CBC, option A, may be the correct answer. Maybe, because there's no other option available. So you'll just put it once. So CBC, BB, AA. And you'll just observe BCAB, ACBA, BCAB, ACBA. Option A is the correct answer. Okay. So this is how you can try it. I'm not going to say that don't straight away mark option A as a correct answer. You will have to confirm once. Okay. So this is how it is. Option A is the right answer. 76 seconds. Obviously, there was a revisit to this particular question. Okay. Which 2 numbers should be interchanged to make the given equation correct? So this is 12. Now 12 divided by 4, it's divisible. For 4, I can change it to 3, it will still be divisible, or 6, it will still be divisible. It's not helpful. I'll have to check it now. How can I check it? I'll have to solve it. So 14 plus 39 is 53, minus 12 divided by 4 is 3, plus 15 minus 6. And this is 68 minus 9, which is not 63. How can I make it 63? Either I increase my positive by a little bit, or I decrease my negative by a little bit. Now, by decrease, I don't mean the value. See, minus 9 and minus 8, obviously minus 8 is greater. But by decrease, I'm trying to imply the absolute value, which should be reduced. Okay. So now if I change 14 and 6, it's doing the exact opposite. 6 will come here, positive is reducing. 14 will go here, negative is increasing. This will never give me my answer. I don't even have to check anything else. 5 and 39. 39 going here will increase this product value a lot. We only need a slight increase in positive. This will be a heavy increment. 39 into 3 is too much. So we won't be getting 63 at all. If we change 4 and 3, what will happen? So if I put 3 here, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So this is 53 minus 4, plus this is 5 into 4, 20 minus 6. So this is 73 minus 10, which is 63. So option C is the correct answer. Okay. So this is how you can confirm it very quickly and get your answers. Option C, 57 seconds to solve this one. Next. Okay. Number series, just look at the differences. So the difference here is 25 plus 6, 20, 31. This is 37. It's 41. This is 43. They are all consecutive prime numbers because there's no other logic. Plus 6, plus 4, plus 2, not making sense. So the next one is 47. 7 plus 7 is 14. 4 at the unit digit. Option A is the right answer. Okay. 40 seconds. Next. Correct sequence, correct signs in sequence to get the answer. So division, we'll check. Division is here, here, here. 31 divided by 12 is not possible, useless. So now division is fixed here, equal to is fixed here. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So now looking at the rest of them, I think positive sign is what we may pick it up because this can give you a value closer to 49. So we'll add 31 and 12, we'll end up getting what? 43. 43 minus 10 into 3. 10 into 3 will make it 30. 43 minus 30 can never go to 49. This is gone. So now this is minus for sure. And if I see 12 into 10, this will again make it 120. Minus 120 will never be, you'll not be able to reach 49 very quickly. So you can eliminate A also. With that, with confident elimination, you can quickly pick up option D as your correct answer without now checking it. If you have eliminated 3 very quickly or you have isolated that 1 very quickly, that's the approach. Okay. So option D is the correct answer. Next. Okay. Here if we see GYE, now we can pick it up WG, WE and GY, WGYE, WGYE, possible? YEF, YEF. So WGYEF, WGYEF, cyclic. So the repeat is EFWGY, 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 EFWGY. Starts with EGY. EGY is here. Option C is the correct answer. Okay. That's how you pick up repeat patterns normally. 32 seconds. Next. All wheels are deals. All deals are rats. No rat is a plane. No wheel is a plane. Absolutely right. No deal is a plane. Correct. Both are right. So option D is the correct answer. Cool. 25 seconds. Next. If letter is coded as this, what is the code for rising? If we just quickly look at the code, 12 and 13 plus 1, 5 and 7 plus 2, 20 and 23 plus 3, 20 and 24 plus 4, 5 and 10 plus 5, and 18 and 24 plus 6. Simple. Again, we'll look for unique letters in the vertical section, but it's not available. So we'll check R plus 1, I plus 2. So this is 18 plus 1, 19, and 9 plus 2, 11. So SK, we'll start with these two options. Third is V only, don't bother checking. I plus 4, 9 plus 4 is 13. SKVM, option A is the right answer. Okay. 31 seconds. Next. How is F related to E? How is F related to E? F percent A, F is the son of A. A dollar D, A is the husband of D. D at the rate C, D is the daughter of C. C ampersand E, C is the wife of E. How is F related to E? E is daughter's son, E is grandson. Option A. 36 seconds. Next. 7 related to 336. Special numbers. 7 cube minus 7. 7 cube minus 7. So 5 cube minus 5 will be 120. Option B is the right answer. This is a common list, n cube minus n, which we study in special numbers list. So this can help you get to the answers pretty quickly. Children, study of, I won't say study of children exactly, but it's mainly study of diseases related to children. So it's pedology. Similarly, study of brain is known as neurology. So option A is the correct answer. 8 seconds. Next. June 25, 1999 was a Friday, then September 7, 1999 was. See, the year is the same and the months are pretty close. You can do it verbally only. 5 odd days for June. Okay. July and August, they are counted completely 31 days each, 3 and 3. And 7 days, 0. remainder with 7 is 0. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 5, 11. 11 remainder with 7 is 4. Just add 4 to Friday. You'll get your answer. Friday is the 5th day. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 minus 7 is 2. 2 means Tuesday. Okay. What exactly did we do here? I'll just write it down for you. So 25th June 1999 was a Friday, and 7th September 1999 is what they are asking. So for the month of June, we have 30 days, out of which 25 have gone already. We are only left with 5 odd days. July is complete 31 days, so 3. August is complete 31 days, so 3. September, we are going till 7, right? 7 remainder with 7, odd day is 0. So we'll add 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 6 plus 5, 11. 11 remainder with 7 is 4. And we'll add this 4 to Friday. Friday plus 4 is Tuesday. So option B is the correct answer. Cool. Could have verbally done this. 41 seconds. Not bad. And the last question for the session today is this. So in a code language, ray segment is not line is written this, chord is segment is written as this, and ray is expandable is written as this. How will expandable be written? Expandable is only asked in one line. So delete everything where expandable is absent. Delete this. Re ga ha sa be. Re ga ha sa be. First option only everything is deleted. Option D, ne, is the only option which will be a code for expandable. Okay. 33 seconds. And with that, we are done. We wind up the reasoning session altogether. But I want to ask you a question. It comes to my mind. What exactly are you doing with these mocks? A lot of people say, oh sir, we are solving these mocks and we are analyzing the mocks. Okay, and how much time are you spending? So you say, yeah, I solve the mock for an hour and then I sit and then I analyze for the next 2-3 hours. But now, see, I know a lot of you are getting very anxious as to when the exam will be. But whenever it is, you don't have a lot of time at your hand to actually be able to solve these mocks and analyze them in depth. Okay. And if you keep analyzing one mock each, you are now giving lesser mocks. Analysis is key, absolutely. But you need something which is consolidated, which is at one point. And what do you do with the scores? So a lot of people say that we keep track of the scores. So today I scored, let's say 130. Next mock I scored 160. Oh, improvement. Next mock I fell down to 110. Does that imply that I am now performing poor? When I check the topper score, they are consistent in all the 3 mocks. So what do I do now? So you'll have to analyze what is going wrong. And for that, you need a comparative analysis also. So I just want to share this with you. Oliveboard, actually, this same screen where we started the mock from, just above that, you can see the concept of Olive score. So Oliveboard has made this consolidated and aggregate score, which is based on 6 parameters, which gives you your exam readiness situation. Okay. You just click on this view full report here. It's available for all the students. And if you just scroll down, you can see that 6 parameters based on which the score is being generated. Okay. And this is a dummy account with which I'm logging in. So this is just very random, but you will see a very defined number. You will see very defined numbers here. These are all the live tests and all the tests which have been given from this particular account. So whatever tests you might have given, all your mocks. Okay. Everything is consolidated here. The date on which you gave the date on which the mock was conducted, and the date on which you submitted the mock. How was your overall percentile? And every section wise score, your percentile there. For every mock, there is a solution analysis here, advanced report here. So you can compare everything here. Then this is a comparative analysis of your subject performance in all the mocks, which will generate what is your overall result subject wise. Okay. Then like this, what are your blind spots? These are the topics which are the blind spots for this particular situation. These are the topics where you are weak in this particular topic, in this particular mock. Then this is how it is going on, right? Consistency, etc. Everything is in detail, a lot of details here. And then the additional point is, if you click on recovery playlist, you can find this where your complete subjects are broken down into topics, and every topic consists of how many errors you have done, what is your percentage score, how everything is going on. For example, for the first topic for reasoning is blood relations. If I open that from this dummy account, so far whatever mocks I have given, 13 questions were asked from blood relations. Okay. Out of which whatever amount are correct, incorrect, what is the accuracy, and what is the average time taken for each question of blood relations by you. So that means with that, a tag will be generated here, that what is the condition of blood relations. Is it good? Is it excellent? It is critical? It's weak? And accordingly, you can pick up topics which you need to prepare. So everything, a deep comparative analysis at one place. Okay. So just look at this feature. It's a wonderful add-on feature which is going to make your mock preparation strategy even better, even smoother, and even more valuable. Thank you so much for watching till here, guys. Hit the like button and the subscribe button right away if you're new on the platform, and share this video across platforms so that other students can also benefit from this technology which is available to improve their overall mock analysis pattern. Thank you so much for watching live, guys. I'll see you around in the next session. Till then, you guys take care. Bye bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.